Monday, September 22nd in Salem won't be quiet, it will be explosive. Sophia Choi plots her dirtiest trick yet, twisting Holly Jonas against Tate Black in a move that could shatter young love forever. Johnny DiMera, haunted by past failures, confesses a fear that could destroy his future with Chanel. And Marlena receives shocking news that could shake the whole family. Secrets, lies, and dangerous choices collide. Who will rise, and who will fall when Salem's storm erupts? Sophia Choi has always thrived on control, but Monday marks a turning point, because her latest scheme is as cruel as it is clever. She knows Holly Jonas inside and out, a young woman still carrying scars from her chaotic family history, still struggling to fully believe in love after everything she's endured. Sophia seizes on that vulnerability, twisting it into a weapon. At first, Sophia plays innocent. A sympathetic smile here, a carefully chosen word there, enough to plant seeds of doubt in Holly's mind. She suggests, ever so subtly, that Tate Black's loyalty might not be as strong as Holly believes. Then she goes further, hinting that Tate has been confiding in her, relying on her, even turning to her for comfort. None of it is true, but Sophia's brilliance lies in her delivery. To Holly, it sounds less like gossip and more like reluctant honesty. Once the cracks form, Sophia pushes harder. She paints herself as Tate's confidant, the one who truly understands him, while framing Holly as distant and distracted. In reality, Tate's heart still belongs fully to Holly, but Holly may not see it through the fog of Sophia's manipulation. And this is what makes Sophia truly dangerous. She isn't chasing romance, she's chasing power. She wants Tate under her thumb, isolated from Holly, confused enough to believe Sophia is his only safe harbor. If her plan works, Holly won't just lose trust in Tate, she'll walk away, leaving Sophia to swoop in as the false rescuer. The question is, will Holly recognize the lies before they take root? Or will Sophia's web of deception strangle this young love before it ever has a chance to flourish? As Sophia sharpens her claws, Brady Black steps into the role only he can fill, the father determined to steer his son away from disaster. Brady has walked this path before, fighting for love, making mistakes, and paying the price for them. He sees Tate teetering on the same edge, and his heart aches at the thought of history repeating itself. Brady doesn't mince words. He tells Tate that Holly is the one, the girl who matters, the person who sees the best in him. But Brady also reminds Tate that love is fragile. Once broken, trust is almost impossible to rebuild. And right now, Tate's actions, especially that impulsive kiss with Sophia, have left Holly wide open to doubt. For Tate, this conversation stings. He knows his father is right, but desperation blinds him. He thought chasing Sophia's adoption secrets might give him leverage, a way to protect Holly, but instead he's fallen straight into Sophia's trap. One reckless decision, one meaningless kiss, and suddenly Holly has reason to question everything. Brady pleads with his son to stop chasing shadows and focus on what matters, proving to Holly that his heart has never wavered. Yet even Brady knows the danger. Sophia now holds the power to twist the story however she wants. This crossroads will define Tate. Will he summon the courage to fight for Holly's love with honesty and patience? Or will Sophia's poison keep spreading, turning Tate's mistake into a fatal blow to his relationship? Salem has taught us one thing: a single misstep can change everything. And Tate is standing on the edge. While Tate and Holly's love faces sabotage, another couple in Salem wrestles with fears of their own. Johnny DiMera may seem confident beside Chanel Dupree, but beneath the surface he's a man haunted by his past. On Monday, that mask cracks. Sitting with Chanel, Johnny admits what he has long kept hidden, his terror that his doubts about fatherhood could destroy them again. He can't forget the pain of their first adoption attempt, the moment his hesitation crushed Chanel's dream of being a mother. The guilt has lingered, festering in the back of his mind, and now as adoption once again lies within reach, the fear returns stronger than ever. Johnny confesses that he isn't afraid of fatherhood itself, but of failure. What if his old fears resurface? What if his uncertainties make Chanel doubt herself? The thought of being the one to shatter her confidence is unbearable. He loves her too much to risk becoming her weakness. Chanel listens, her eyes filled with a mixture of sorrow and strength. She reminds Johnny of her mother Paulina's doubts, concerns that she wasn't ready, that she might stumble. Yet Chanel chose faith over fear, and she challenges Johnny to do the same. She believes they were meant for this, that destiny has placed this child, Tesoro, within their grasp for a reason. Her words are meant to soothe, to lift the weight from his shoulders. And for a moment, Johnny breathes easier. But the truth lingers like a shadow. Pep talks can only carry someone so far. Deep down, Johnny knows that unless he conquers this fear himself, it will always threaten to resurface. The question for viewers is chilling. Is Johnny truly ready to step into fatherhood with confidence, or is his confession just the beginning of a deeper struggle? While the younger generation battles heartbreak and manipulation, the camera shifts to one of Salem's most trusted figures, Marlena Evans. On Monday, Marlena will receive a piece of news that rattles even her steady composure. For decades, Marlena has been the rock, the voice of calm, the healer who guides others through chaos. But this time, the tables are turned, and she is the one facing a bombshell. The nature of this news is deliberately shrouded in mystery. Could it involve Rachel Black, the troubled girl whose struggles have already left the family on edge? Marlena has always been protective of Rachel, understanding the weight of the child's trauma, especially after the tragedy of John Black's loss and Kristen's imprisonment. If Rachel is at the center of this update, Marlena may fear that her emotional scars are spiraling into dangerous territory. But there's another possibility, the Titan crisis. Salem's corporate wars are never just about money, they often lead to betrayal, violence, even bloodshed. If Marlena learns that Brady or someone else she loves is caught in Titan's collapsing empire, her professional mask could crack under the pressure of personal fear. For viewers, the intrigue lies not only in the content of the news but in Marlena's response. When the calm in the storm becomes unsettled, it sends shockwaves through every circle of Salem. Marlena is the anchor for so many. If she falters, who will be strong enough to hold everyone else together? While Marlena grapples with unsettling truths, another storyline unfolds quietly but meaningfully, Rafe Hernandez and Sarah Horton Kuriaki's finding an unlikely connection. These two characters have always orbited different storylines, but on Monday, their paths intersect in a way that feels both surprising and deeply human. Sarah is weighed down by the storm in her personal life. Her marriage to Xander is not just messy, it's a battlefield of trust and betrayal. She loves him, but she fears him. She wants stability, but she cannot ignore the chaos he drags into her world. Enter Rafe, a man who has seen more than his share of heartbreak and disappointment. Though Rafe harbors no fondness for Xander, he doesn't dismiss Sarah's feelings. Instead, he listens. And sometimes, listening is more powerful than judgment. Sarah may open up in ways she hasn't allowed herself to with anyone else, confessing the tug-of-war between her head and her heart. Rafe, in turn, offers perspective not clouded by romance but by empathy. He knows what it's like to hold on too long, to fight for something that keeps slipping away. The significance of this moment lies not in romance but in clarity. Rafe could be the mirror Sarah desperately needs, the person who reflects her pain back at her and helps her see what's really at stake. Is she clinging to Xander out of love, or out of fear of being alone? This unexpected bond might not change Salem overnight, but it could plant the seed for Sarah's next chapter. And in a town like this, one conversation can be the spark that sets an entire future ablaze. And so, Salem fans, Monday's episode promises to be an emotional rollercoaster. We'll see Sophia playing her dirtiest hand yet, Tate fighting against his own mistakes, Johnny confronting the ghosts of his past, Marlena shaken by a bombshell, and Sarah finding unexpected strength in Rafe's quiet understanding. But the real drama doesn't just live on screen, it lives in the questions these stories raise for us. If Marlena's news involves Rachel, how far should the family go to protect her from herself? And if it's about Titan, who will rise, or fall, when the empire crumbles? Should Sarah fight tooth and nail to save her marriage to Xander, or is Rafe right to hint that sometimes letting go is the only path to healing? Do you think Sophia's lies will succeed in destroying Holly and Tate, or will young love prove stronger than deception? And what about Johnny? Will Chanel's faith in him be enough, or will his fears cast a shadow over their dream of parenthood? Your thoughts matter, and Salem thrives on debate just as much as drama. So share your predictions below. Whose side are you on, and who do you think will break first? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth breakdowns of Days of Our Lives. Because in Salem, the story never stops, and every day brings a twist no one saw coming.